Hey there guys, this is a video I've been meaning to make for 5 years almost. I'd say 4 years and 11 months. This video is about how I found out that I had type 2 diabetes. So every year on New Year's Eve, I do a 26-hour live stream to celebrate New Year's around the world. And the very first one is probably what kick-started a sugar spiral for me, is what I'll say. During that stream, not only did I have a bunch of very weird processed foods, including Cheetos mac and cheese that had just came out, but the big thing was that I had a redeem to where my community could make me taste or have glasses of Welch's grape juice just at random throughout the night, throughout those 26 hours. And you know, it was just a normal thing for me to kind of do these things. And the stream itself went off without a hitch. The next day, I remember being sleepy and just thinking, oh, you're sleepy because you just did an entire 26 hours of live streaming. Aside from that, nothing really happened the next day. Just was kind of sleepy. Still, you know, got up, made food. I just kind of napped a little longer that day than usual. The next day is when I started to really feel like, maybe I am sleepy. Not only am I sleepy, but I'm dehydrated. And so I just, made sure that I was staying very hydrated as well as I could, which for me meant drinking a lot of orange juice. And then just kind of chilled that day as well. The day after that is where things started to get more interesting. My vision started getting a little blurry to where I was thinking, oh, well, I know glasses run in the family, so maybe now it's my turn. But wasn't the case. Not only that, but I did start feeling a little under the weather and not sure of what it was. So again, more orange juice, vitamin C to help my immune system, not knowing that it was hurting my body. Continuing from there, my vision got progressively worse. The amount of time I was able to stay up per day got progressively worse. I was not able to eat. Anything that I ate came right back. Anything that I drank seemed to start coming right back. To where eventually I did end up getting an ambulance to the hospital. The moment I got in the ambulance, they said, do you have any medical history or any family medical history? And I told them my symptoms of everything that was happening. She pricked my finger to get a blood sugar sample and said, are you diabetic? I said, no. She said, well, you are now. And she showed me that the meter just said high, which is usually above 600. When it comes to your blood sugar, you want it to be well below 130 usually, especially with the activity and the amount of food and everything that I had had that day. So to see and hear that was kind of a wake-up call. For the next week, even after, getting treated and being in recovery and getting released from the hospital, I still had trouble eating. But I did start making some very conscious life choices. I have, for the most part, cut out any type of sugary drink. And if there's some new sugary drink that I want to try because I am still a foodie, then I just make sure to have it in moderation versus previous where I would probably down an entire 2-liter sugar-filled soda a day. I cut down on desserts. I cut down on just candy bars, all these things in general. I haven't completely cut them out of my life, but I've definitely cut down on them. And so just through, of course, months and months of going to a doctor. He has been really, really great to work with. I'm currently on a few medications for diabetes, but his goal is to get me off of those, and honestly, probably within the next year, get me off of those and kind of reverse the symptoms that I have. One of the things that you have to pay attention to when you're diabetic is your A1C. And mine, immediately after, starting his different things and doing different things like this, but still having, my sweets, still having my sugary drinks, whatever, in moderation, I was able to have a very good blood test result from that. And just still kind of am. When I first got the diagnosis, I was terrified. I was like, I hate that this was my immediate thing, is that like, I'm a foodie and I haven't gotten to, travel to see like the world's tallest nachos or any of these things. And now I can't eat these because I have to eat baked chicken and broccoli for the rest of my life. And that's not true. While it's good, and it's a good thing to be doing, especially with, me going on a weight loss journey slowly but surely again, it is good to have these much, much lower calorie foods. It doesn't mean that I can't have other things in moderation. I do have friends and family that at times now worry when they're like, you're eating a candy bar? You're eating a donut? Are you okay? Are you gonna survive? And I'm like, yes, I'm going to survive. I'm not eating the entire box of donuts, or I'm not eating 2 candy bars today. I'm just having this one right now, and then I won't have anything like that for the rest of the week, probably. I think that has made my journey with diabetes a lot less stressful personally. Again, it is something I will get in check. It is something that I'm going to continue to minimalize. Moderation is good, but I want to continue to shrink my intake of these things that I know are bad for me. And that's just over time. I'm not gonna make it a New Year's resolution, but it's something over time. I will say I have a very supportive group around me. My mom found out when I didn't even tell her, so she was calling me from the hospital asking if I was okay. My brother was, trying to figure out like, when can I be picked up from the hospital so that he can bring me back home. And then what I call my 15-year friends got me a kitchen organizer to be able to use in the kitchen that I had been obsessing over. And I still use it to this day, and I love them for that. And now I'm realizing I don't know where the Luigi balloon is. Anyway, that's a whole different story. Diabetes is something that I now have to live with, but it's not something that I'm gonna let control my life. If you let it control your life, it's just gonna lead to stress. Now, again, making better choices in life, absolutely. Controlling my life, no. That's how I feel about it. Over the years, again, this has been almost 5 years that I've had this diagnosis now. And over the years, again, I've just been making these minor changes to make myself feel better. There's certain medications that are really, really helping as well. But like my doctor said, we're gonna get me off those medications very, very soon, hopefully. But I have to say, it changed me at first, but now I feel like myself again. I don't have my vision issues anymore. I don't have any known extra medical issues that I know of, and I'm still getting to live life. I've gone on so many vacations since then. I've been able to be a foodie at home, even though for some reason my appetite's completely gone when I'm away from the home. But I've still been able to be a foodie, and I've still been able to be true to myself in every way possible. I I know so many people with type 1 and type 2 diabetes that I didn't really know beforehand or didn't really know what they were going through. And now I do, and I absolutely, I'm so proud of them for living such a strong life, and I'm here with them now. It's crazy. It was something that my grandmother had, but for some reason I never thought that I would have it, and here I am. But that's where my journey with diabetes is right now. I have it, I'm controlling it, my blood work is good, and the next step is getting off the medication while still controlling my diabetes.